What if I told you that Ryan Reynolds' team has just received a warning that could change their entire future in the Championship? Now, before I explain this warning, let's go back a bit in time to understand the context. A packed stadium, deafening away support, flags waving. Wrexham, refreshed and full of expectation, step onto the pitch to kick off the 2025-26 season. Opening round of the Championship, away from home, against a historic and highly respected opponent, the mighty Southampton. The whistle blows, and the improbable begins to unfold. For much of the game, the Red Dragons were in front. Quick passes, controlled play, suffocating pressing. Josh Windus looked tireless, pressing relentlessly. Beside him, Kiefer Moore, making his debut for the club, used his strength and positioning to trouble the opposition defence and hold up play in attack. The mood was optimistic, but like a script that shifts in the final act, Wrexham's intensity dropped. Southampton, used to playing at a high level, took advantage. 2 late goals turned the match around and sealed their victory. A bitter defeat, not just because of the scoreline, but because of what might have been. And that's when the comment that changed the conversation came in. Ally McCoist, former Rangers striker and respected football pundit, said that perhaps Wrexham had already reached their level in the Championship. That sentence struck like lightning. On social media, fans were split. Some agreed, saying it's natural to hit a ceiling early on when adapting. Others reacted with indignation, pointing out that Wrexham have already shown, more than once, that they can defy predictions and surprise the doubters. The truth is, McCoist meant no harm. He explained that clubs like Wrexham often rise through the leagues, generate excitement, but eventually find a point where they need to stabilise before pushing on again. It's like climbing a mountain. You move up, but you need to stop at certain points to regain strength and breath before attacking the next stage. And looking at the club's recent history, it's hard to say they lack ambition. Under Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, they've achieved 3 consecutive promotions, made heavy investments in infrastructure, and built a fan base that now stretches far beyond Wales, boosted by the documentary series that revealed the behind-the-scenes of this transformation. But the Championship is a completely different game. Every match is against sides with expensive squads, experienced managers, and players who have already felt the weight of the Premier League. Here, every mistake is costly, and every point is a battle. Even in defeat, Wrexham showed promising signs. Josh Windus stood out as a technical leader, and Kiefer Moore proved he can be the attacking focal point, though his injury has raised a major concern. Manager Phil Parkinson kept the side compact for most of the game, but will need to find solutions to prevent the late drop-offs in performance. This moment for Wrexham is reminiscent of clubs like Luton Town and Bournemouth, who needed an adaptation period before reaching the Premier League. It shows that patience and consistency can be just as important as immediate results. Now, if Kiefer Moore is sidelined for a long spell, the club will have to act quickly, bring in reinforcements from the market or put faith in young prospects. Whatever the choice, McCoist's comment could turn into motivation for the squad to prove that their ceiling is far higher than some think. The next step comes quickly. This Tuesday, against Hull City in the EFL Cup, Wrexham already have the chance to give an answer on the pitch. And those who know the club's recent history know they thrive on turning skepticism into fuel. McCoist's words could be a warning, or they could be the spark for another surge. In the end, only Wrexham themselves will decide whether this is the limit or just another step on the climb. And now I ask you, do you think McCoist is right, or did he underestimate Wrexham? Leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in this story. Because here, we don't just tell the news, we live Wrexham with you.